New development in a story we've been closely following for months. The funding for Dallas Black Dance Theater is in question right now as the city council investigates why dancers were fired. And Dia Walsh sat in on today's meeting and she's here to tell us what happened.
Well, Chris, it was a busy day. We heard from the Dallas Black Dance Theater's board president and the fired dancers as the council considered whether to pause grant funds to that institution. Now, many on the council and in the community love the theater, but there is new scrutiny into how all of its dancers were fired shortly after forming a union. The dancers fired from Dallas Black Dance Theater are taking a stand.
We want to thank the Dallas City Council for investigating what happened to us and for considering meaningful action to help.
Asking the Dallas City Council to withhold nearly $250,000 in funding.
The council can and should make a statement now.
They need to rehire these dancers and recognize the union these workers voted unanimously to form.
That vote to unionize was on May 29th. In August, all the company dancers were fired. Just this month, the Inspector General for the City of Dallas released this 350-page report on its review of the terminations.
Looking at those documents, that collection of exhibits, that was a revelation.
There's a timeline of what happened, along with letters from DBDT leadership and the performers' contracts. The National Labor Relations Board is also looking into the issue. DBDT board president Georgia Scaife argued this has nothing to do with the union.
The new dancers that are hired are indeed union members.
Sharing DBDT is ready to move forward with its new dancers.
It wasn't until earlier this month that the union approached us to sit down and begin to negotiate a collective bargaining agreement.
Several council members talked about how vital DBDT is to the greater Dallas community.
What I don't want to happen is that because of this moment, this forever becomes the stain on the Dallas Black Dance Theater.
This is not a motion to deny the funding for Dallas Black Dance Theater. It instead is a motion to defer a decision on it.
The decision was unanimous to withhold the money, which makes up 7% of the theater's budget, and reconsider at a later date.
We feel that a step toward justice has been taken, and we're going to continue that fight.
Dallas Black Dance Theater is set to meet with the new company dancers next week on October 29th. As for the City Council, the Quality of Life Arts and Culture Committee meets December 3rd. It'll revisit what happens to the funds allocated for the theater and possibly bring something back to the full council when it meets December 11th.